Alright, so this is what you do. When you take your pump, of course, don't have it connected to your body, because you don't want it to accidentally put insulin into you. You press menu. What you want to do is go down to prime and rewind. See? I don't know if you can see it. Go to rewind. Hit go rewind. And wait until it goes all the way back. And what I'm going to do now is, while this is rewinding, I'm going to, you should probably wash your hands before you do this. I'm going to fill up my cartridge. Now what I like to do is, I like to fill up, and then what I like to do is, sometimes, you know, if you'll see you have like 40 units left in your old cartridge, or like, usually, you know, I end up with 30 left. What you can do is, you can reuse that. Don't throw that out, because, you know, sometimes, let's say if you're, what's it called, what's the word? Yeah, your rep says, just throw that out. You can still use it. It's not, it'll be fine. Okay, so what you also want to do is, when you take the cartridge out, make sure this clicks twice. What you want to do is you want to basically release the lubricant in the cartridge by pushing it in twice. Okay. Now, let's say you're using the leftover from this. What you want to do is carefully take this off. Take off the undo like the lure lock. Undo the tubing from here. Take your new needle, and this shouldn't be a problem. It won't really spread any germs this way. You should be alright. You want to get very close. Put it in like so, and then just, you know, just push it in. I'm probably gonna get bubbles in this because I pushed it in so fast. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill up my cartridge, and I'm gonna do my best to show you how not to get bubbles inside of this cartridge. Now, if you've done this already and you get bubbles, you should be fine. But what you want to do is flick it until the bubbles come back to the top. And here, I'll just show you basically. So, always make sure you wipe down the tip of your vial with alcohol. And so, look, what I want, I'm pushing it out on accident. Let me just empty this in here, because it still has air in it. So, you want to put, I'm putting in too much. You want to put about maybe this much air in there. What this does is it creates it already has a vacuum in there. So, when you turn it upside down, it should naturally flow into the cartridge. Yeah, and I have a bubble. I'm gonna redo this. Okay. Alright. Sometimes, if you have enough pressure in there, it'll just automatically push back the cartridge. See? You just want to do it slowly. You don't want to do it too fast, because the plunger might fly off. Hasn't happened to me yet, but it's a possibility. Here you go. Also, I'm surprised my pump hasn't beeped saying that it's empty, which is what it usually does all the time. Okay. Also, you usually have this hanging around, so if you're doing something else a while, like let's say right now I'm going to put in my pump site, and I'll show you that. You just want to put this little tip that comes with it on there. I'll just let this sit. So, oh, I just got insulin on me. That's gross. Okay, I'll show you what to do now. Ready? Now, this is, here it goes. This is the infusion set. And what you want to do is just peel this off. Now, you may have either a steel infusion set or a plastic infusion set. Now, this is plastic. I can't remember the, oh yeah, 9mm and 23. I don't know the specifics. All I know is how to use it. Okay, I'm not really, of course, you know, you want to wipe down your stomach, obviously, and I'm just gonna show you real quick. So, actually, let me just show you this first. So, you just want to unravel the tubing first, because, well, obviously you should do that. But usually when you start off, there's a little hook, and sometimes it's hard, but just push on it lightly, and it should come out. And then when you're done pulling out the tubing, make sure that it's all the way out, because sometimes you can accidentally come too short, and then the direction of the tubing isn't the way you want it. And so there should be a little notch. You can't really see it because my camera is probably funky, but you want to let the tubing sit in there so that you know which direction you want it in. Then you want to take this off. Actually, only take that off when you're ready. Whoops. And then peel off the adhesive. Yeah, and you know how this works already, I'm sure. I'm gonna pull back, let it lock, and so these with the ridges, you don't want to push on that. That's what you want to hold when you're pulling back the plunger. When you want to insert it, the flat edges, that's what you want to press, and then just let go. And I'm gonna show you really quick. Let me get into the alcohol wipe. Alright, so here's what you do. You want to wipe down the spot that you're going to be. You want to wipe down the spot that you're going to be putting the pump site in. So I already had it on my right side, so I'm going to do it on my left side now, because you know you don't really want to stray to the same side. And you know it's okay if you mess up, because don't feel bad if you mess up with your site, because it's better to be safe than to be in pain because your site is messed up. So don't be afraid to change it if it doesn't feel right, because it happens to everyone, right? And then you just want to let this dry. You don't want to put on too early. I made the mistake the first time I put this in because it was too wet, and because it was the alcohol was still in there, the adhesive will come off and won't come off. It'll just be it won't stick. You know what I mean? So I like to have my pump on my right side. So what I do is I take the tube and make sure it's on this way, and I'm going to place it over right where you want it to be. And then I don't know if you can see this very well because it's bright in here, but you want to let go, and then as it's in there, you sort of want to lightly push where the plunger is. See where the center is? Push it in, then grab by the ridges and pull up slowly. It should come out. Now if you're still in pain from this, like I said, you definitely want to change it. There's no way because you don't want to be sleeping with this in, or you don't want to be bothered by it all day. So now we're going to go back to the pump. So what you want to do is, well, just take out the tubing from the pump site. Right, see? I'm going to show you now. So what you want to do is take your pump. See? Cool, very cool, right? Take the cartridge. Now I still have bubbles in this, but that's okay because it'll go away once I prime it. And this is what holds it in, and you already know that, but now when you put this on, make sure that it's in this direction. Go like this. Make sure this is tight too, because I don't think it can leak, but you never know, and it's better safe than sorry. Okay, now push it in as far as you can until you can't push it anymore. Don't push too hard because it's bad. Make sure this is tight. You don't want to mess up the threads on it either if you push too hard. Now what you want to do is go down. Oh, don't do that. Go down to prime and rewind, and do load cart or load cartridge. And what it'll ask you, it'll say continue, and you want to press continue. And wait until it's done. I'm sure it's pretty simple from here on out. You should just follow the direction. It's basically just following the directions. Then when it says continue, okay, this is the confusing part. It'll say continue, right? And then it'll say go prime. Now, when you press go prime, you don't want to press it, you want to hold it. And what you want to do is you want to hold it until insulin comes out of the cannula. So I'll show you. Ready? And this is probably reversed because my camera is funky. So here we go. Ready? There you go. And that's, now, depending on what your what kind of infusion set you use, there's a certain amount of insulin that you have to fill your cannula with. So mine, I fill it with I'll just show you. I fill it with half a unit basically, and that's just to make sure that you've primed it all the way, or that it's just to be safe. And so I'll do 0, 5, 0. Then you press OK, then press go, and you should see. Oops, I got insulin on my keyboard. You should be able to tell by now. And so that's it. You're done. You can do whatever you want with it now. And now I probably have to bolus because I just ate 2 tacos, I think, and I didn't have my pump on me. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.